Right now on the National Weather Desk, a winter storm warning now active for millions of people, bringing heavy snow and gusty winds. We'll take a look at what's about to hit from the Midwest to the Northeast. And where do words like bomb cyclone and atmospheric river actually come from? We sit down with an expert to find out. Plus, a look at what NASA is doing to prepare for their Artemis II mission. And we find out why a ship that sank 150 years ago keeps showing back up on the shores of Lake Michigan.
From our nation's capital, this is the National Weather Desk.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the National Weather Desk. I'm Angela Brown. We start in New England, where several inches of snow is now on the ground. People are waking up to more snow this morning, and a winter storm warning is currently in effect. Jeff Peterson shows us the situation from Portland, Maine this morning.
I'm along the Maine Turnpike. It's 109 miles long. That's the highway that goes north to south here in the state of Maine. We have had snow falling since late last night and early this morning, and now it's gone from snow to sleet. The driving conditions very slippery, very treacherous in some areas. As you can look at the Maine Turnpike right now, traffic's been lowered to 45 miles per hour. Normally it's 70 along this stretch of road. Now it's been so dangerous. You can see a lot of the trucks that pulled over onto the side. We've counted at least 20 to 30 big rig trucks that have pulled over just to play it safe. And you can look down right here. Look at the snow. Again, we've had 2 storms in the last 4 days in Maine. We had about 6 to 8 inches just last Thursday and Friday, and another one here, of course, Sunday into Monday. Also, let's show you some images from earlier today. We had several slide-offs on the Maine Turnpike. Maine State Police, of course, responding to all those. That the last check, no serious injuries, but again, the driving very treacherous. We'll continue to monitor the storm all day long. For the National Weather Desk, I'm Jeff Peterson.
And now to Cincinnati, where slick roads caused some headaches for drivers after record-breaking snowfall over the weekend. But as Brad Underwood explains, many residents saw the snow as a welcome sight.
All morning long, the snow didn't let up. And for those trying to get around, it proved to be a little challenging.
At one time, we had about 80 active calls for tow trucks.
With cars needing a small push or even metro buses getting stuck, it was an afternoon full of sliding drivers. By 4 p.m., more than 200 calls for service for AAA crews.
There's the challenge to getting people back up on the road, with the snow, and I think we probably received more snow than what, most folks were anticipating.
Well, it was a messy morning. Eventually, the road crews got everything cleared off, creating perfect conditions at Mount Storm Park for either a snowball fight or some downhill action. Racing each other down the big hill. Yay! Cousins James and Tahir can't get enough of today's fun.
Get to hang out with my cousins and my friends, going sledding and having fun. It's fun, it goes fast, time goes fast.
As for who is faster on a sled,
Woohoo! You always get a head start, but I'm always quicker because I go down on my stomach and I get a running head start.
We don't get very many snowfalls in Cincinnati, so we want to take advantage.
And for a look at what weather is ahead, let's turn to meteorologist Brian Vandergraaf.
All right, good morning, Angela. Yeah, all that snow we've been talking about and showing you there is all going to continue to work its way off to the north and east and move out of here. High pressure will nudge into our area tomorrow across the mid-Atlantic and northeast. But our next weather maker already brewing in the south. This will bring some stormy weather through the deep south, a combination of severe storms through portions of the south from Texas, Louisiana into the panhandle of Florida, with some snow even in northern Texas. That storm system will move eastward and eventually bring some unsettled weather to the northeast, maybe even a little bit of snow through the northeast corridor. But the big story will be first the severe weather from New Orleans over to Panama City. And then for the day on Tuesday into Wednesday, that is when we'll be watching the snowfall start to build into the areas across the northeast. Some of those areas could be pretty intense. Angela?
Brian, when heavy snow hits, there are often 2 types, slushy, wet snow or fluffy, dry snow. But what causes some snow to be wet and some to feel more dry? To find out, we head to meteorologist Natalie Walters in Dayton, Ohio, who posted this explanation on TikTok.
What's the difference between a slushy snow and a fluffy snow? This all has to deal with the temperature profile of the atmosphere. So we're going to talk a little bit about the snow ratio. When temperatures are at or slightly above freezing, you're typically going to have a heavier and wet snow. So for every 1 inch of water, that could bring about 5 inches of snowfall. Now, on the other end, if it's very cold, 1 inch of water could bring up to 20 inches of snow, and that's when you get a fluffier snow. Now, of course, these numbers vary, but for me, I prefer a fluffier snow. What about you?
Not sure. Overall this season, many parts of the U.S. have not seen much snow. In fact, this January ranks among the top 5 warmest in most places across western Michigan. In Kalamazoo, it's the warmest on record. It's an adjustment for those who like cold weather, sports, and businesses that cater to them. Meteorologist Will Haney spoke with some local business leaders who are hoping things will get back on their usual winter track.
Gordonick Lake in Portage, like we might expect to see it in the middle of winter. This, though, taken last year at the start of February. Here's what the lake looks like today, all open water. Chuck Hodges manages Double L Bait and Tackle in Vicksburg.
Yeah, these are all of our augers.
How many have you sold this year?
I haven't sold any this year. I stocked up on everything just to get it stocked up and ready to go. And then we had 2 days ice so far. I mean, it's crazy.
Hodges says ice fishing equipment, bait, and tackle are his biggest sellers in a typical year. This year, he says sales have slowed to a near halt.
I had guys come in here 3 or 4 days ago with boats. They're going back out in boats. There's no ice, so they got to do something. They like to fish.
On the other side of town, the only snow at the Calhaven Trail State Park is a little pile in the parking lot. This popular snowmobiling spot hasn't seen anything other than walkers and bikers for weeks.
That week prior to Christmas, there were so many phone calls about sleds that we had on the floor.
Sam Kalasa sells snowmobiles at Leaders RPM in Kalamazoo. He says after a snowy November and December, snowmobile interest has since slowed.
Definitely saw a little bit of that start to fade away. Still getting interest, but again, it's more coming from that core group of sledders who are willing to make that long drive up to the UP.
And it's not just our lack of snow that's the problem.
You can shoot around the yard if you have 4 or 5 inches or 6 inches of not a packed base, but if the ground isn't frozen, you're going to be digging into the dirt.
With each passing week lacking prolonged cold and snow, both snowmobilers and ice fishing enthusiasts could be running out of time. Reporting for the National Weather Desk, I'm meteorologist Will Haney.
For a look at something that is not on this earth, we turn to NASA, now preparing for its next Artemis mission and is currently working on putting together its 4-person crew. Holland Menino is in Seattle. She has more on what they are doing to prepare.
Last month, NASA's Orion space capsule splashed down off the coast of California.
Splashdown.
NASA calling its Artemis 1 moon mission a success.
We're pulling out all the avionics that we need to also put on Artemis 2.
Howard Hugh is the Orion program manager. As his team works on Artemis 1 data, they're finalizing plans for Artemis 2 and also working on the Artemis 3 spacecraft simultaneously.
Besides the testing, we're also doing the mission planning. We're walking through the final sets of software development for the mission.
Preparations are also underway for the 4 astronauts who will soon sit in Orion for Artemis 2. But who that will be hasn't been announced yet. We do know that NASA has selected 18 eligible astronauts.
They'll have an opportunity to obviously control and monitor spacecraft health and status, and so it'll be very important for them to get familiar with that. And so that's a big part of what we're going to be doing.
Hugh hopes to get the crew a couple years of training, which will include interacting with the spacecraft on the ground first so they can operate it in space. Once everything is ready, Artemis 2 will launch from Cape Canaveral.
We'll do a checkout orbit, a highly elliptical orbit, so make sure all the systems are working as expected.
Then they will fly around the moon on a 10 to 12-day mission, landing back on Earth. Artemis 2 is a flight test to ensure NASA is ready for the next flight, Artemis 3, when humans will set foot on the moon once again.
And take a look at this new mind-blowing portrait of the Milky Way that reveals more than 3 billion new celestial objects. Folks with the National Science Foundation assembled this portrait over 2 years using a dark energy camera through a telescope in Chile. The camera captured more than 21,000 exposures. They were able to cut through galactic dusk, which had made it difficult to see stars and regions where they formed. And coming up on the National Weather Desk, weather buzz, wordy buzzwords are catchy, but do they miss the mark when conveying the risks of weather events? We'll talk with an expert and we'll take you to a shipwreck that just won't stop appearing. And as we head to break, here is a look at Snow Bowl in Missoula, Montana.
A storm system off the coast of southern New England is going to continue to work off towards the north and east through the daytime today. And you notice the snow on the backside of it, especially inland. That's where we'll see the heaviest snowfall. And then southern New England likely going to transition over to snow throughout the afternoon and evening, where a few inches of snow will likely accumulate. That moves on out of here for the day Tuesday. The highest snowfall totals will be over towards areas like Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, a little bit lighter southern New England.
I'm meteorologist Jonathan Myers, and here's a look at the Mid-Atlantic region, starting off with some rain up and down the 95 corridor as we wrap up the morning commute. But by noontime and beyond, some sunshine could be breaking out, and it's kind of a seasonably chilly day with temperatures generally in the 40s and the 50s as that latest weather maker moves out. About 46 in Baltimore, will be at 42 up in Philadelphia, 40 in Cumberland, Maryland, 44 in Roanoke, Virginia, and 52 down Richmond way.
I'm meteorologist Vitas Reed. Here's a look at your southeast forecast highs for the day. Looks like we're going to see a cool one in Nashville, 46 degrees, 51 Raleigh, 48 in Atlanta. Get a little warmer down to the south towards Pensacola at 59 degrees, 67 Tampa, 79 West Palm. It looks like there's a front that's going to continue to push through the southeast. As it does so, it's going to continue to take a chance for some showers down over parts of central Florida, but clearing up behind that front a few showers in the Carolinas, but we'll get high pressure to follow with sunshine.
And now let's check to see the weather in cities across the country today. We'll start in Cincinnati, Ohio, where skies are cloudy with snow showers in the morning, highs in the mid-30s. We'll head over to Danville, Virginia, where they have a mix of sunshine and clouds with a high of 50 degrees. Heading to Syracuse, New York, where snow showers will become more widely scattered in the afternoon with temps in the low 30s. And we'll end with a beautiful look here at Washington County, Rhode Island, where skies are cloudy and snow is likely this afternoon. Highs there in the upper 30s. Polar vortex, bomb cyclone, Pineapple Express, all weather terms that get your attention, but is it the right kind of attention, or is it inciting fear or distrust? Emily Gracie recently spoke to a social scientist from NOAA to find out what this means for the future of weather communication.
I don't know whether it's positive or negative to use these terms. I think there's probably a spectrum. I love that there's an interest in meteorology. I share that interest as well. And so maybe that's it. Maybe there's just a growing interest in the science of meteorology and the world around us.
Are there dangers in using perhaps words that maybe aren't technically correct to describe weather?
Yes, there can be effects. And that's why the field of communication research is wonderful, because the field of risk communication looks at some of those effects, the effects of fear appeal. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they can boomerang, if you will. That is, we have an intent to communicate the risk, but perhaps you did not perceive it the way we intended, right? And so it's best to evaluate and study and research this space so that we can optimize the message. And I should also say, audiences aren't one size fits all either. We're all different. And because of that, I'm sure even your own audience, the audience listening right now, I'm sure there's a variety of opinions and thoughts about how a weather forecast should be communicated.
What kind of advice do you have for an audience in finding correct communication rather than the most interesting communication, perhaps?
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, on the one hand, there are a variety of right forecasts, right? I mean, we need to communicate uncertainty. So there are a few features of a forecast that are particularly important. You need to communicate the risk. what is the concern? You need to communicate the uncertainty surrounding that risk. You need to give the characteristics of it, the intensity, what will happen, the impact. And really importantly, we also need to empower our audiences for what to do. If I'm going to be exposed to that risk, how do I alleviate that risk at the same time? And there are a variety of right ways to do that, right? And so I think that once again, it's not one size fits all for the forecast. It's also not one size fits all for our audiences either.
And head over to YouTube for a longer version of this interview where Dr. Esco talks about her research into the subject. In fact, she's asking for your feedback. So make sure you comment under the video about what you like and dislike about weather forecasts. Also remember to hit the subscribe button while you are there. Well, we all have had the experience when our local meteorologist tells us one thing about the weather, but things turn out a little bit different. So why is that? Meteorologist Lindsay Storrs explains why predicting the weather can be a lot like the game of Plinko.
Have you ever wondered why the forecast for an incoming storm can change so drastically in just a matter of a few days? Well, let me explain using the game of Plinko as an analogy, but we're going to call our game Forecasto. When you're 10 or more days out from an event, there are lots of paths the forecast can take, just like there are lots of paths a Plinko chip can take. Meteorologists analyze the data and decide which forecast seems most probable. But as the days go on and the storm gets closer, it may not follow the exact expected path. One small deviation can make a big difference to the forecast. So as you get closer to the event day, there's fewer possible paths for the forecast to take, and meteorologists can better pinpoint the forecast to give you a better idea of what to expect. So the next time a forecast for an incoming storm changes a little bit, remember the Plinko analogy for why it may have changed.
And when a ship sinks, it usually stays under the water, but one ship that sank long ago has reappeared over and over again through the years, and it's made another appearance after decades just simply out of sight. Mark Scalette has a story of this vessel.
Chris Roxburgh has a knack of finding lost things. This is his most recent rediscovery.
I would say that it's the Lark for sure. There's not many shipwrecks that have been on Leland Beach right there.
If this is in fact the Lark, well, it sank a long time ago, only to reappear on the bottom back in the 1970s.
It appeared on Christmas Day, 1978. Very, very long chunk of ice could easily shove a shipwreck down the beach, and that's what happened with it.
Yep, a vessel that had sunk wasn't done moving yet, or being covered by shifting sands.
Been buried until now.
Until Chris, the guy really good at finding things, did just that.
It's underwater, but it's not deep. It's only 4 to 5 feet deep, and it's right offshore, probably 20 feet.
He was the first to dive the re-emerging wreck, documenting more proof that this may be this.
We were looking at the old pictures of the black and white pictures from 1978, and there's definitely some similar characteristics.
Chris loves finding things and sharing them with others. It brings him joy, and it brings a community a sense of its past.
That vessel was in and out of Leland Harbor a lot, so to tie in some of the old history of the vessel, I think it's important for the community to understand our shipping history. And when something like this surfaces, it's nice to kind of revisit the history of the wreck.
Tides can have an impact on ships, and king tides pack a gravitational punch in January because around this time of the year, the Earth is closest to the sun. But how are they different from other tides? Meteorologist Theron Zahn explains.
There are regular tides, then there are something called king tides. King tides happen when the alignment of the Earth, sun, and moon come together to produce the highest tides of the year. And for people who live along waterways that are subjected to tides, they have to watch out because if a storm system comes through at the same time and there's extra low pressure, those king tides can cause damage. So maybe you've heard about king tides, now you know what they are.
And in other space news, the first Native American woman ever to travel to Earth's orbit ventured outside the International Space Station Friday. NASA astronaut Nicole Mann and a Japanese astronaut spent several hours getting the ISS ready for more solar panels. Mann traveled to the ISS in October with plans to stay for 5 months. This is her first trip to space. As we head to break, we take a look at the skies over a snow-covered Utah.
Well, good Monday morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Andrew Buckmichael. Taking a look at your weather story across the Midwest. A little quiet for most of us for the day today. There's a little bit of light flurry and snow activity in the Ohio Valley. Heading into your Tuesday, most of us are pretty quiet, but we are watching this storm system starting to move in from the south late Tuesday, and that's going to be up into the Ohio Valley with a decent amount of snow across the lower Great Lakes in the Ohio Valley on Wednesday, and even some rain mixing in Kentucky and Ohio.
Good Monday morning. I'm meteorologist Joe DiCarlo. Look at our forecast across the region. We're going to start off clear and cold, 20s and 30s across a good portion of the region. We'll see more cloud cover start to move in from South Texas throughout the day. Otherwise, pretty nice day. Partly sunny skies, 40s across Oklahoma, 50s and low 60s across Texas into Louisiana. As you head towards your Tuesday, though, here comes this storm system. A big mess expected Tuesday with heavy rain across much of Texas and snow northwest Texas into portions of Oklahoma.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Rebecca Stevenson. Here's what's happening across the West. We have below normal temperatures across much of the West, but well below normal, especially around New Mexico. As these temperatures are so cold, we're going to get a lot of mountain snow across the Southwest today. But the Santa Ana winds starting to blow very strong across California, and also powerful winds impacting Nevada, bringing wind chills into Utah. And that's the scene from here.
Weather Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
Sometimes the home where the buffalo roam includes snow. This herd spotted at Grand Teton National Park. More snow is in their forecast this week. And take a look at this blanket of morning fog nestled into Roan Valley in Mountain City, Tennessee. And this serene sunrise was recently captured along Maryland's Holly Neck Peninsula, east of Baltimore.
For more content like this, like the National Weather Desk on Facebook.
And now let's take a look at some of the great photos we get from you, the viewers at home, on our Chime In platform. Pancake City one, not the syrupy flapjack kind. This is a pancake ice. These icy ones were spotted along Silver Beach along Lake Michigan. This caught the eye of our meteorologist Lynette Grant, who says pancake ice forms when temperatures are just below freezing and in places that, as she says, have a little bit of wave action. And some places are starting to see the faintest signs that winter may bounce back after all. This snow-coated cattail snapped in Cass County, Michigan shows the first signs right here. We love to share your weather content on air. You can find us on all your favorite social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name them. Just search the National Weather Desk. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for joining us. Tomorrow on the National Weather Desk, we'll check in with the snow in the Northeast. I'm Angela Brown. Make it a great Monday, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.